Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, or they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses.
Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God.
Urban excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
Yo, what's good? What's good? Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X Podcast. We are here with you guys in the building. I'm Malcolm. This is the Black Dot. Thank you guys for joining us.
True story.
Thank you.
True story.
We are here
In the building.
You know what I'm saying? I see a whole bunch of people in the chat already. We're a little late, just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I see.
We see you back in full super nerd mode.
I got my glasses. Yes.
Super nerd mode.
Yes. Yes. I do.
Yep.
But I see Dutchess County. I saw Harlem. I saw Miami.
Arizona's in the building.
Arizona, okay.
Flint Mitch in the building.
Who else? I saw VA, Texas, the DMV, of course.
New
always.
Haven in the building.
I like New Haven.
Yeah.
I like New Haven, man.
Vegas is in the building.
South Jersey.
South Jersey, Cincinnati.
LBC.
In the
South.
building.
Jamaica, okay.
All right.
So what's good, man? I'd say I would ask you how you were this weekend, but I saw you this weekend.
And I saw Noble.
Yeah.
My life is always good when I see my grandson. And he's starting to recognize me more and more.
Mm-hmm.
He's starting to do a lot of stuff and walking and this and that. And
He's trying to walk.
Meaning with his walker. But he about to get that in a minute now.
Yeah.
And it's always good. Then I heard you took him to see your mother, too.
I had to. Come on.
Boo.
I had to. You know.
Yeah, I got to share him.
Yeah. He saw all his grandparents this week.
Yeah, that's dope. So that was really good, man. Impromptu. Wasn't really
Exactly, yeah.
really planned like what you guys doing.
Yeah.
Come on over. And he sat and watched some games with us.
Yes, and you scared him.
I did.
You saw a really good dunk. It was a dunk, right? No, it was the game winner.
It was the game winner, and I screamed. And then he started crying.
Yeah.
I had to apologize. Sorry, no, I forgot,
Yeah.
So he didn't know what was going on.
Yeah.
And, but that was great. I hope everybody else's weekend, because we don't usually ask them.
Yes, this is true.
Very rude of us.
This is true.
We hope you had an amazing weekend and accomplished some things, or just sat back and relaxed. Whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You heard?
Okay. So
Chris Bird, what's up? ATL in the building. I see you.
Somebody said take the V off of the DMV. I'm not going to disrespect y'all like that.
No, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
All right, so let's get to it, man.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, I don't know if you guys noticed. Okay, the shirts we have on.
Oh yeah.
Okay, they fit the theme. This camera.
Oh yeah.
They fit the theme. King Dad / Super Dad.
Yeah.
Father's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We have these available on the site.
It's available now.
We got a bunch of Father's Day shirts on the site.
Yes.
And we have some Juneteenth shirts. They fall on the same weekend.
Yeah,
so.
that's kind of like unique.
Yeah.
That Saturday is Juneteenth. That Sunday is Father's Day.
Exactly.
So we're going to be pumping these. You can get your new treads.
Exactly.
Yes.
And I'm excited. I could finally hang out with you guys on Father's Day.
Ain't that something?
You know what I mean?
And I wish we still gave, because we used to give this Father's Day tournament every year.
Yeah.
All the fathers in the community, and it would be fathers versus the non-fathers, and we would kill them in basketball. And, just the community changed somewhat. But we used to sew up the whole block. We would feed everybody, and we would honor a Father of the Year, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. So we really, when I tell you, I've been in the community on the ground doing stuff for a very, very long time. So, but now you're a part of that club.
Facts.
And I'm going to say it again, when it's time to get my Father's Day gift, if I hear any kind of shit like, your dad, we had to cut back because I ain't trying to hear that. His father shit ain't got nothing to do with my father's shit. I ain't sharing a goddamn thing.
Nah, not gentrification, just...
No, not gentrification, just the gang.
Yeah. The
gang culture really took it over the top.
Yeah.
And I became very concerned about having to knock on a mother's door and telling her son is under a blanket, because the referee made a call he didn't like, or just some gang stuff.
Yeah.
So once the neighborhood really changed, and we sort of lost hold of the next generation. I'm just going to be honest. So the newer generation was coming in, and they weren't easy to get to and mold.
Yeah, I remember one year, it wasn't the Father's Day tournament, it was the regular tournament I used to hold. And I was sitting behind a bench of one team, and they were from another neighborhood. And one of their players got shook out his shoes. I'll never forget it. And he fell and everything. And then his man was on the sideline. He was like, "Yo, we about to turn this up anyway." I just,
And they sure enough
they flipped it. Yeah, it was crazy.
Because a lot of these kids, in general, they can't deal with defeat. They don't know how. You get shook all the time. You know what I mean? They don't know how to get dunked on and come back and still play hard because of social media. And social media wasn't really prevalent, but the hood,
Yeah.
And remember, we used to film the games.
Oh, yeah.
We had a newsletter. We would film the games. So we were out there really doing it. And I was calling the games like they do at N1. I became famous in my hood for doing that. And then I passed it over to my man Chubb and gave him an opportunity to do that. So, yep, those are some of the things we would do in the neighborhood, and now things have changed.
Yeah, but let's get to the show, man. So it marks, was it today or yesterday?
It's tomorrow. Actually.
Tomorrow is the 1 year anniversary of the most important killing, according to Joe Biden,
in the history
of the world, to black people, George Floyd's killing. And yeah, man, it's been a year. It kind of flew by quick, man. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I always say go back 1 year and look up a year. What really has changed?
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because we so busy. They're so busy hitting us with the next thing that we need to focus on. But that trial was very fast.
Yes,
in less than a year. The settlement was less than a year. All of these things went by so fast, so that when we got back to this point right here, that people would be calm and docile. That's all that was. It was a mind control ploy, because had nothing been taking place since then and we had to relive the trauma, I think it would turn up right before the summer, right before Memorial Day. It would turn up.
Oh, well, so tomorrow, all the news stations, everybody, they're going to be milking this to, you can't milk it no more. They're about to just be showing it over and over again. You might see some 8-minute moment of silence. You might see that again.
Yes.
But what was interesting to me is, out of all the riots, the protests, everything that went on, we're still in the same position, and we still have yet to really hold our so-called activists to the fire. Look, what's really happened? You know what I mean?
And it's happening, Malcolm, in real time.
Yeah.
10, 15 years ago,
yeah,
you could misdirect us and we would just forget it's happening in real time. And now we collectively are looking around and saying, what took place? Because there was people out here, white people, black people, unified, streets being, painted, billboards, and this, that, and T-shirts, and buses, and now it's all gone. All of it.
Yeah.
All of it.
Yeah. So now, and then what I was worried about last year really just happened this year. We did all of that, got nothing for it, and people, other cultures, all they did was kind of like follow behind us, and then they got real legislation, real stuff passed.
Because we're the templators.
Oh my God, we're last.
People steal our template.
Oh my God.
All the time, and then they get their results. Somebody made a very good point. The other three cops trial ain't till 2022.
That's how it usually
That's
is.
how it usually is for all of this. All of this would have been pushed back.
Yeah.
But they made sure that George Floyd's killer, Chauvin, got justice, and they got paid before we got to the 1 year mark. And I don't think I've ever seen it. Look, Nipsey Hussle trial. I don't even know if it's a trial. What the hell's going on?
Yeah, he got killed in 2019. This
2019. And we still haven't. Homie hasn't come out of cell. That's the latest shit, right?
Yeah.
He ain't come out the cell, so we can't move on with the trial. This is crazy.
Yeah. So to all the people who, because we still haven't gotten a police reform act signed. And they just, we spoke about it on Thursday, Biden just signed something to expedite hate crimes against Asian people because of the pandemic and people so-called blaming them for the pandemic.
They tied this because they want to give them some of that COVID money.
Oh, yes.
You know what I'm saying? For their role in the conspiracy.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody got to get paid.
Oh, yeah.
So whenever they name, because when we looked at, they used to call it pork. All the stuff that's in the bill that has nothing to do with the bill itself. $700 million to Israel,
and that'd be in regular bills that have nothing to do with anything.
Nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah, education, but $700 million to Israel.
Yeah, and they just throw money in there, and that's the way politics works in this country.
Yeah,
and so here we are, and that's not to negate the fact that George Floyd lost his life. We understand that, but now we're the results from the biggest death in black history.
And because Biden right now, he's hosting George Floyd's family at the White House.
That's today or tomorrow?
I think that's today.
Okay, yeah.
Or tomorrow?
I think it's the 1 year anniversary. He's gonna do it tomorrow.
And it's always kind of bonkers to me that like nobody in that family just kind of realizing that their family member's death was used as a political game. And everybody across the board, Democrats to our so-called activists, everybody used his death to further, catapult their platforms, and it's a shame.
Yeah,
it's a shame.
It really is. It really, really is. And I saw his brother here in New York. They gave a little mini rally, and his half brother he just met a couple years ago. And he's on his platform, and everybody's on their platform. And where are we? And we as people, not us, because we're not waiting for anyone outside of us to bring us any, results. But those of you who sit around and wait for your activists to march to bring justice back to your door while you sit on your fat ass and do nothing, you need to hold them accountable. Like, okay, I've been sitting on my ass doing nothing on Instagram, talking shit about y'all, and waiting for y'all to deliver my justice. While I do nothing, where are those results?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, in short, 1 year later, nothing changed. We're still here.
Absolutely. And we spoke about all the twin stuff that took place last year.
That was wild.
And even the year 2020, that's twin energy.
That was wild,
That whole thing was just wild. So either it just lined up that way, or something else is going on. Something, because if this is assimilation, let's get this shit started early. let's not waste no time. Yeah. If this is assimilation of sorts, how do you control the simulation? You should be able to add things to the simulation and see where it goes, or know where it's going to go. Sort of like Sims, right?
Yeah, but what was interesting to me about this last year, though, was it was indirectly showing like why the pandemic wasn't all like what they were saying either. You know what I mean? Like, so
it was amazing.
Like, and nobody just questioned it. It was like, okay, so they told us don't go outside. Most deadliest virus, super contagious. It'll kill everybody walking, right?
Right.
And then everybody's literally outside together.
Yeah.
Protesting, fighting, marching with each other, and I was literally saying, all right, in 2 weeks, if these numbers don't skyrocket,
we kept saying it on the show. This, and then I started saying, well, maybe this is how it's going to spread. Like they're going to use this as the spreader. All these people came out to march for George Floyd. Little do they know they were spreading a super virus. Yeah. And then everybody in your neighborhood, because everybody went to the march. Somebody knows somebody.
Right.
So now you in threat.
Yeah.
You know, you at risk.
Yeah.
And none of that shit happened.
Yeah. No, I was and
niggas was out here like, it's all good out here.
Yeah, but nobody. It didn't lead to more questions for people. It bugged me out.
Yeah. And when you was asking questions, you're a conspiracy theorist.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, conspiracy theorists up like 3-1.
They're up 3-1.
They up 3-1.
All right, 3-1 in this series.
Yeah.
Facts.
With no signs of slowing down.
With
even.
No signs
we'll get to that.
A slowing.
But we will get to that.
True story.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, last week, right? Charlamagne. Oh, we spoke about Kwame Brown going in on everybody. Charlamagne, he misspoke, or I don't know if he misspoke, but he put his foot in his mouth. And he spoke on Kwame Brown's family, their history, because I guess they're from the same town. And when he did that, I said, I don't think he should have did that, right?
Yeah.
But he did it.
But you know how he tried to get out ahead of a story in terms of, he was trying to ride the Kwame Brown wave.
Yeah.
And because he was from his town.
I didn't, also, I think All the Smoke podcast, I think that's on his network.
It might be, I'm not sure.
Podcast network, it might be. Not sure. Don't quote me. But Kwame Brown is going in, and he, inadvertently, I don't know if he just kind of brings back up the rape accusations that Charlamagne was going through
in great detail
2 years ago. And as that's happening, more and more people are starting to go, wait, that was a thing. Like, what the hell happened to that? Mm-hmm. So Flex the other day, that was Saturday, he gets on the radio, and he starts going off on Charlamagne. And it was interesting because I listened to it. It was like 20 minutes, and Leslie, she put it on Twitter. He's super long-winded. She couldn't listen to the whole thing. Mm-hmm. I just had it playing in the background. But in short, what he did was, first he gave Star all the credit for breaking the story. I guess that's true, right? But
no.
Was it Choke?
No, Joke broke this story.
Was it he who broke it and then Choke?
No, I think Choke gave the lob to Star.
Cool. That's what happened.
I believe that's what happened. Shout out Choke No Joke.
Yes.
Who's got a new album out. I think it's out this week. I'm not sure. But shout out Choke No Joke. I'm going to purchase the album and I'm going to vibe to it.
So, Flex, he didn't mention Choke's name. And I'm like, okay, they must have some beef because Choke was like on the forefront of this whole story.
Yes.
Right? So did not mention his name. Some agenda there. But.
Well, they have beef.
Yeah, right.
They're from the same neighborhood.
Right.
And 9 years ago, I remember Choke just breaking down, some of the shenanigans of Flex.
So they keep saying Star gave Choke the story. That's what saying.
Star gave Choke the story.
Okay,
I stand corrected.
Okay.
But Choke is the one who breathed life into the story.
He did a
documentary, was bringing the girl in, getting her full story and things of that nature. And the footage that Flex played was actually from Choke.
That was from Star.
No, I mean, was it?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, it was from Star.
I think he played a clip from the actual documentary too.
Oh, because with her mom.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay,
I think so.
Cool. So
yeah, we fake news.
Yeah, exactly. We just putting it all together,
yeah,
right?
You know what I mean.
So what he did was, and this is kind of Jedi mind trick because that's what I told you. I listened to the Brilliant Idiots, and the way that Flex was making it seem like he always talks about this story. He always kind of promotes. He doesn't, right? He did speak about, and I think a lot of people are mixing up the two stories as well.
Okay.
So he had one story where he talked about giving the girl Spanish fly, having sex with her, and then the girl saying, like, yo, was it just me and you, or was it somebody else? He's like, oh, just me. I don't think that was Jessica Reed.
Okay.
Because he spoke about Jessica Reed because he said, I did not have sex with Jessica Reed. He said, my cousin did, and then she named me, and I got arrested.
That was him trying to get out in front of the
yes,
story.
He said that in his book like years ago. And he said that on the pod like years ago. And remember, I said that could have been his way of reshaping history.
Inception, yeah.
Like right before, like way before it happens. So when it does come out, he could say like, no, I spoke about that, and this is what happened.
Right.
But that's neither here nor there. So, but what Flex was doing, he was really cleverly making it seem like Charlamagne is always talking like this, and I didn't think that, like, what he's accused of is wrong by itself. I don't think it needs to be embellished.
Right, but that shit he said about R. Kelly was crazy.
That was nasty too.
That was disgusting.
Yeah, that was gross.
That was the best sex tape he ever saw.
Yeah, that was gross.
And had a 14-year-old going.
I mean, I'm not defending Charlamagne at all.
Gotcha.
But what was interesting to me, it seems like the whole because it kind of goes back to Joe Budden in a sense. Like everybody is kind of picking sides between those two. Like the industry, because they both have industry relationships that go way up. So everybody's kind of going to their sides on where they want to sit with this, because Charlamagne has a lot of, like corporate, a lot of corporate entities and corporate friends. So it's interesting to see what happened by this. But at this point, it's like Charlamagne is like a real made man in this, because like nothing seems to really stick anymore.
Absolutely, and he's on the Breakfast Club, which is major run syndicate all around the country, and they look out for him and they protect him, and all of that stuff is a part of the story. But Flex saw an opportunity.
Yeah, he bombed.
And he bombed.
He bombed.
He let it loose.
Yeah.
And it's regurgitating or people to relook at this story. Now, it's another interesting part of this Jessica Reed story you were telling me on how it got shut down.
Oh yeah, Choke said. He blamed why the story lost legs on a few different reasons, and he said one of the reasons is when the story with Kelvin Hunter, Wendy Williams' husband came out. Remember, all that stuff was happening. He was cheating. And remember the guy that went on Tasha K's show and said that he was actually sleeping with Kevin Hunter?
Yes.
He said that he saw, like he was around when Kevin Hunter like came up with this elaborate plan to get Jessica Reed to come out and say these things about Charlamagne to ruin Charlamagne. Choke said that Tasha K, she had evidence that wasn't the case, and she was going to bring Jessica Reed up to her platform. She didn't. And he said when she didn't, and that kind of gave credence to what...
That it was a fabricated
story. That it was an elaborate plot to take him down.
And then Charlamagne had his people.
Yes.
Angela Rye.
All her people were putting out fire. All his people were putting out fires everywhere. Because like I said, he has friends all over the media.
Absolutely.
All over. So it was.
But it goes back to the hypocrisy.
It was interesting.
All right, because
it was interesting.
And I tell you, everybody who walks on this man's show, geeking and laughing in his face with all the nasty things he says, under the guise of comic. I don't know if he's trying to be a shock jock, because even I give him 30% shock jock. The rest of that is just disgusting. And I'm somebody who likes a good joke. So when we start speaking about integrity and we start speaking about what we will and will not do, what line will we not cross? To be on this man's show, knowing all of these accusations about... See, we pick and choose who we want to bring, to the fire. Now, if Charlamagne was just on a bullshit-ass show, nobody would be going on his show.
Right.
But because he's on the Breakfast Club and people want to promote their own agenda, they push aside the fact, all the horrific things this man has done and he said. And I find that to be disgusting. It's called integrity. Yeah, I'm talking to you, all of you who went up on his show and decided that integrity wasn't important. integrity is important. So I've never wanted to be on this man's show because I don't like him. At 7 a.m, when I used to be driving my daughter to school or something, the shit he would be saying that early in the morning was disgusting. And I know it's a part of an agenda. So I'm all with that. But once they use you as a tool to promote their agenda, you got to deal with the consequences of, of those actions. So I'm pretty sure he's done some great things too, and starting companies here and trying to help people there. But he's got to deal with this Jessica Reed stuff.
Yeah, it's coming back up, and it seems like it's one of those things that will not die, and like he hoped.
Yes.
And I'm curious because I don't think he's going to respond. He gave himself the donkey of the day today on the radio for what he said to Kwame Brown.
He apologized. It was a half-assed apology.
I thought it was a good apology.
You know what I'm saying? To me, it was a little half-assed.
I thought it was.
Because he didn't have no choice.
Yeah,
he had to do that.
Yeah.
So for me, an apology is something that's sincere. You know how many people probably got in his ear?
Yeah.
And say, oh, bro, you got to get on your platform. And you got to apologize not only to Kwame Brown. But his family that still lives there.
Yeah.
Who got they're the subject or the butt of people jokes. And the little kids of that family who didn't know the historical this and that. And now kids in school are asking them this. And it becomes a mess simply because you wanted to get out ahead of a story or something that had nothing to do with you.
Yeah. And somebody said he read it off the laptop. He reads all the donkey of the days off the laptop. Just, But
something like that should have just came from the heart.
I understand.
You know what I mean? So something like that, I don't need a teleprompter. I just gonna go on and say, listen, you know what? When I thought about it, but I'm gonna take his apology at face value because he did give it. So I'm not gonna scrutinize it. I'm gonna take it at face value and hope that he learns from this. Now, everybody who does go up to his show, know that you're going up to his show, know what he represents. And then I'll be looking at you sideways. I don't give a shit who you are. I look at you sideways when you can push aside the things about him that you don't like so you can get on his platform and push your agenda. Whatever.
And apparently Kwame Brown didn't accept his apology.
Oh, he didn't?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Well, he's on a roll. He got 187,000 subscribers in like a week.
Yeah.
He's on a roll, and he's 20 years of bent up energy is coming loose. I heard him and Stephen Jackson are trying to work it out or something. It's a delicate situation.
Somebody said Academics has been mighty quiet. See, Academics, remember, he was cool. Remember, he was super loud when Joe and that podcast was going through because he didn't like his co-host. But as soon as the sexual harassment stuff came out, he was quiet. And that's his man. And then Charlamagne is his man too. He's quiet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's what I mean. Like, people kind of have to pick and choose which side they want to land on. And
I remember Choke No Joke trying to get major networks to cover this story, and they wouldn't. I remember him saying he talked to my son and a few other people, and no one because of their relationship.
Yep.
Now, when we look at Charlamagne the God, guess who put out Mallory's book?
He did. Yeah.
So these relationships, people are like, whoa, we don't want to deal with that.
Yeah.
So let's get out of this bullshit that black people are about truth, and we're looking to pursue the truth. We're looking to pursue the truth when it benefits us, and then we look the other way when it doesn't.
Yeah.
Right? So if I wanted to...
Tito saying this, no, I don't.
What happened?
Don't I want to be in a podcast? I have my own podcast.
No, we have our own podcast. We're good.
Yeah.
And we made that abundantly clear from the beginning. Now, that doesn't mean another podcast that we respect we won't go on, but I never wanted to be on The Breakfast Club with Charlamagne and talk about sniffing women's asses and sucking farts out their asses and giving the co-host a chocolate mole of my butthole.
He did that.
He did that. He gave Envy a chocolate mole of his butthole. And like Choke said, he's supposed to walk away with a bloody mouth. Just on GP, nigga. Don't even play like that.
Yeah.
But for you to be that comfortable to do that, and to me, all of that's unacceptable because you're in a position of power and influence.
Yeah.
You're in a position of power and influence, And as a result, we all have to be more responsible. Now, I'm not going to sit up here and say I haven't cracked a dirty joke from time to time. I have. But we all have to be held accountable and know that there is an invisible line. We just can't cross this line. We got to think about kids. We got to think about that message being beamed across the country. It's probably an international show now. Because what's the big radio company that runs them?
iHeart.
Yeah. All right, it's all over the place. So let's keep all that in mind when we start talking about, Charlamagne the God and calling himself Charlamagne the God. Okay.
Thank you for the super chats. Yes, we appreciate you. And Charlamagne is also sending cease and desist to people as well.
Yeah, sure. So,
allegedly.
How about that?
No.
We're good.
Yes, thank you.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So the other day, remember we called this, or you called this, LeBron before the playoff game, he went to a party and apparently violated NBA protocol because he was out. I don't think he had a mask on.
No, he wasn't supposed to be out.
He wasn't supposed to be out anyway. And this is right before the playoff game, so people said if they were they should have suspended him. They would have suspended anybody else, but it's LeBron, so they didn't. But it was a discussion. It was a conversation. So a lot of people, they harken back to our show when we said what if they suspend him for not taking the vaccine? Because he still hasn't publicly said if he took it or not.
Right. And this could be still a part of that ploy, guys. So it didn't pan out the way I said, where he would get suspended 10 games. But that still is on the table because this is a psyop. So what they could do is say, tag. It ain't the official tag, but you out here. Somebody published that story. He should get suspended, this and that, because it still he may contact the virus. Keep that in mind. Yeah. So this was about protocol, and once the NBA gave its explanation, I understand to a certain degree. They said they haven't suspended anybody all year for that. Normally, you just have to go into quarantine, and they use a certain assessment to determine where you're at risk.
Gotcha.
This event was for a product that he's promoting. They tested everybody while you was there,
you needed
to be vaccinated, and it was an outdoor event, and he was there for 15 minutes.
Gotcha.
So with that being said, when they took all of those things into consideration, they said the threat was minimal.
Gotcha.
But again, this is not off the table yet, right? And he still hasn't come out and said publicly whether he's vaccinated or not. And this is baffling people.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
Well, why don't he just say if he did or not? It's because listen, I say this all the time. Do as thou wilt, just don't hurt nobody. And what I mean by that is you can do what the hell. You can eat 1,000,000 Twinkies if you want because you're not hurting nobody else. The minute you impose on someone else's spiritual path, that is a cosmic, universal law you have broken. And if he does that, knowing that he has 50 million people following him, and he lead them to slaughter, or what could potentially be slaughter, that is on him. And for some reason, he understands this.
Yeah. I feel like people are not grasping how big of a deal it is that he doesn't want to say it. Because The Rock got his shot on camera.
Yes.
He put it on his Instagram.
Yes.
When he got both shots. You know what I'm saying? And he has probably a bigger following, or around the same following as LeBron in this country.
Yes.
So the fact that he should tell people why, or the fact that he doesn't and people are upset that he doesn't, should tell people where this is going and when it comes to influence.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And the importance of having our biggest celebrities, from the former presidents to the biggest actors to the biggest athletes, do this and lead you to slaughter. It's very important that he does that on camera. Even if they give him a placebo, it's beside the point. Because what if they give him and he start having adverse effects?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, that'd be disastrous.
6 points a game and 3 rebounds, and we going, what the hell happened to LeBron?
Yeah.
Hey, he took the shot. You know what I mean? So we're going to see how this plays out because the playoffs go from now until July. So this is a long process.
Oh, yeah.
And anywhere along the line, they could pull his paperwork up and go, we need to talk to you and see where this thing goes. So it is not, it's very important that we lay all that out. And I keep telling you, this is the 30th anniversary of Magic Johnson coming down with a mysterious drug disease, and Fauci and the same people are in place as they were then, as they are now.
What if, because
go ahead, pull your shoulder out. Every now and then you just gotta do it.
I was thinking, because at first I'm thinking, you know how like when it comes to like LeBron, like you just never, when he doesn't say something about certain things, it's usually like a rollout coming. So I was like, because you know Spike Lee did the commercial like getting neighborhood backs,
taking old ladies to the cabs, free Uber rides and shit. Thank you, Spike.
Yeah, so I was like, what if like we talking all this like, you know, LeBron, he might be doing, because this I think is probably one of the most important decisions he makes.
Yes.
As a professional.
Yes.
Right? What if like he has like a whole infomercial about him taking it or something, and that's why he doesn't want to speak about it? I'd be heartbroken, bro.
Not only heartbroken,
I'd be like,
I told y'all if he do that, I'll never utter his name again. I'm sorry. I'm done. There's a price to pay for these kind of things. Yeah. That would be really ugly.
What I'm saying? Like real, you know, Nike check.
We sat around. We did the research. You see LeBron in the lab.
with the plugs on him running.
Yeah. Cooking up bloop, 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 oils and shit. And we've done the research. It would be crazy. And we decided that it's safe to take. So me and my family, dude, I would just literally pass out.
And Space Jam 2 is coming out. Oh,
yes,
man. Like, I had that thought the other day, and it just made me sad. Just like, no, come on. I hope not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So these are the things that we have to keep an eye on.
Yeah.
Because whenever they do a little test run to bring more attention to the fact that he hasn't taken the shot.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, he broke protocol. Oh, okay. Well, okay.
Right.
But it's obvious that he hasn't taken the shot.
Yeah. And
then they're going to bring that back up and make this about that as opposed to trying to win a championship.
Yeah. And they lost game 1.
Oh, they stunk.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Goddamn. All right, so we're going to take a quick commercial break, and we shall return.
Peace.
Growth in One are all natural hair, face, and body products designed to grow, rejuvenate, and sustain one's natural beauty. Made from the finest non-toxic ingredients, Growth in One's original formula promises to prevent hair loss, maintain healthy growth, and preserve the overall texture and essence of natural hair. Each one of our products is made from organic essential oils, minerals, vitamins, and proteins to ensure the highest quality of results in every bottle. Whether it's hair growth or skin care, when it comes to quality, reliability, and service, you can be assured Growth in One is committed to the highest standard of excellence. We are constantly growing our product line. Please check out our latest addition, our Amber Aroma Scented Candle. It's hand poured with love. Please visit our website at growthin1.com. Our products are designed to reveal the best version of yourself while including clean ingredients.
Come check me out, chriskeys.com. I'm worldwide.
Tony Altamirano.
Hi, I'm Gina.
What's up, everybody? I'm Win Vu, award-winning remixer.
I'm an artist.
Hi, my name's Justina Bethel.
Hi, I'm Mike Bowen from Denton, Texas. How you doing? This is Tom Cup from Music by Tom Cups. Check out Samuel E. Archer's book, Hybrid Executive. We are in the business, and here's how you can be a better business person because you're running your business.
You can find my music at JustinaBeth_EL on Instagram or JustinaBethel.com, and I am a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive, just like you.
Follow me at Koya Music, and I'm also a hybrid executive.
I'm worldwide, baby, but just know I'm a hybrid executive. That's all you need to know, baby.
Get on up, B.
Check out my music, MikeBowen.com. I'm a hybrid executive.
I'm a hybrid executive.
Hello, wealthy family. This is Ascending Infinite Goddess Shanell, and I just wanted to come and connect with you, share some of my time and energy with you, and let you know that despite what you may be feeling during this spiritual journey, you are not alone. I know it may feel like you're going crazy because that's how I felt at the beginning too, but know that you have your entire spirit team, your ancestors, your angels, your higher divine self, just waiting to connect with you. So if you're looking for confirmation or you're looking for some answers, you're looking for someone that can help you on this spiritual journey path, visit my website, www.ascendinginfinitegoddess, and let's grow together. I'm here to help you. Thank you for sharing some time with me, wealthy family.
And what's making it worse? They got my peoples confused how they portray us to be. We always see in the news, we try taking a knee. They gave us D to consume, we stay comfortably.
You know the system been trying to get us since they Olsen twinned us with the white girl. Cook in the kitchen, getting blended till it turn into rock. Then we distribute, then the system got police in our vision. Then we see prison, this is vivid. I seen it and lived it, then people wicked, paying
and I feel misplaced by this faith. It don't be facts, I'm giving you life. Beautify the world just like plant life. My messages and words when they're spoken. Beautify the world just like plant life. We come from greatness, there's nothing we are greater than.
We're back.
We are back.
Shouts out to our advertisers.
Yes, we love you.
We definitely love you. Shouts out to our mods.
And our mods.
And shouts out to everybody else in the chat. We appreciate you guys.
Truly do. Let's get those likes up.
Also, Amber's pop-up event, the Growth in One event, went really well.
Clap that up. That was very well. In Brooklyn. Shout out Jody.
Who put on the pop-up.
Yes. It's not easy to do.
Yes, it's not.
So for her to put on such a successful event, and a lot of these events, you really got to get out and meet people. I tell people, when I was doing some consultations on people trying to start their business, if you're going to, it's really about relationships. So when you meet people, a lot of times they may stop and talk about something unrelated to your product, but they're not forgetting about your product. They may not just have no money at that time. And you start these relationships, and as soon as they have some extra cash, they come back and they do business with you. So you got to be friendly. You have to be all of these things sharp, on point, and these are the things. But you got to get out and meet the people if you have one of those type of businesses.
Yes,
we need to get out and do a meet and greet.
Yeah, well, I'm thinking August. What you thinking?
August. Yeah, that might be good.
I'm thinking August, right?
That might be good.
So merch, do a little live podcast.
Yeah. That may be good.
All right.
And also, the Alkaline Fest.
Oh, yes.
All right. So I was telling y'all about this Alkaline Fest taking place in Yadkinville, North Carolina. That's June 5th.
Okay.
All right. Go to alkalinefest.com, festival.com, alkalinefestival.com, and see what they got going on. You might be new to alkaline foods and you want to get involved and learn, and it's a process. So these are the things going on in the neighborhood. So how are your interviews going?
Oh, so remember I started the Urban Excellent Startups video series, and I sent everybody like my calendar link so we can schedule interviews. I'm getting a lot of people that's been signing up. I'm excited about that. We're supposed to start one today, but we got our times mixed up. Me and the person got our times mixed up. So Wednesday I'll start. I put an interview up today, as a matter of fact, on the Urban Exclusives channel.
Right.
If you are a member, you can go sign. If you can go check that out. If you're not a member, what are we doing? You gotta go.
Yeah,
give
us that $5.
Gotta go sign up. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I'm excited about that. A lot of people. We got a lot of dope people. A lot of people who've seen us advertise with, and people who are just fans of the show, but who have their businesses, who are just trying to start their businesses. They are, signed up.
No, I think that's great.
Yeah, and I'm excited too because it's not. All of these are not going to warrant the same interview question answer style because based on like where they at in their business
and your type of business.
Yeah, exactly, and your type of business. So I'm excited to see where these interviews go.
And I'm excited with stuff like that because it allows me and you collectively to think in real time.
Yeah,
that's why I like the Hulk series. The Hulk is up.
Oh yes, that is up too.
The Hulk is up,
that is
right?
Up too, yes.
And because it allows you in real time to just think out loud. And we don't do enough of that as individuals as we trying to work this stuff out. So shout out to everyone who's going to take that leap, man. I know you've been scared. I know you've been making excuses of why you can't do it and all of these things. And now you just got to do it.
Yes.
Now you just got to do it.
Yes.
True story.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So, at the top of the show, we talked about the George Floyd anniversary, and now it's like rinse, wash, and repeat with something else to be outraged about, and something else that has gotten media attention suspiciously. Because I say that because this happened 2 years ago. It happened in 2019, the Robert Greene situation, where they told his family he was killed after crashing into a tree on impact,
and he suffered. His injuries was as a result of impact.
Yes. So they released the body cam footage that they've been sitting on since 2019, and it shows a completely different story, obviously.
Yes.
And people are outraged at that, and it's one of those things where it seems so orchestrated that they want to just play with our emotions when it comes to these things. You know what I mean?
Especially CNN. Now, let me be clear. I'm not saying Robert Greene is his name.
Yes.
Donald Greene. His story does
Ronald
not.
Greene.
His story doesn't need to be told. They all need to be told, but they're all the same story when we think about it. It's the same police corruption, brutality, this and that. It's the timing of his story that I'm questioning, and CNN being the puppet master. Free World Boss, thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I'm questioning the timing of it, because here we go again, right on the midst of the George Floyd. So now we have to conjure up this PTSD shit. Is crazy for black people. Now we have to remember we can't even celebrate so-called George Floyd without having this on our mind.
Yep.
And just last week they told us they're not even charging us in the Brown case, Jr.
Andrew
Brown Jr.
Yep.
case in Elizabeth City, North Carolina. So where is this thing going? On top of that, they're signing bills for other races of people so that they can have their freedoms. What are we talking about here? What are you trying to get out of us? Are you trying to get us to start the race war? You see what I'm saying? So that y'all can have an excuse to try to really just blatantly exterminate us? What's going on?
Right.
And they keep saying, we keep doing it. And black people rinse, wash, and repeat. They go out. Our activists will go out. They'll march. We'll hold hands.
Crump
will come out. Yep. They'll give a speech. They'll put the mother out in front, as they always do. And stop the violence. No need for killing out here. And then they'll do that. And then they'll tell her behind the scenes, don't worry. You're definitely going to get paid.
Yeah.
And you this and that. And then nothing. You're in assimilation.
Yeah.
Fuck, this is Groundhog Day. Let alone wag the dog and all that other shit.
Yeah, somebody said it don't bother me no more. It's trauma porn at this point.
And that's the key. We become desensitized. Like seeing a naked woman. That used to be some shit, bro. In any capacity. Naked woman running down the street. Slow down. Yeah. We act like we ain't never seen a piece of ass. Now it's like, all right, I see you, ma. Yeah. And it just scroll, maybe a few extra seconds on something like, all right, okay, I see what you're working with, but scroll, no insightfulness, nothing. The mystery has been removed. It's over.
Yeah, so that's what's happening now. This was now it's say his name, Ronald Greene. Like it's just always the same thing,
gonna be some
man.
T-shirts say
and I don't want to come across like I'm being insensitive to him, because rest in peace, and that should have never happened to him. I'm just talking about the manipulation when it comes to it. Like, We've had this footage already, but yeah, let's put it out now.
Let's put it out now. You would think at minimum they would wait until after George Floyd's anniversary and let things maybe simmer during 4th of July. Niggas is having a cookout and shit, and they just slide it in. That's not what they did. They purposely put it out now so that we can conjure up all of the shit that we've been through. And I'm tired of it, man. I'm tired of it, and like you said, I don't want to be desensitized to somebody's plight. But how many times can I cry? How many times can we say his name or say her name and nothing happens? So that's just my 2 cents on it. But R.I.P. to him.
Definitely.
And I'm glad again that we're in a time where the truth is being revealed. And things are not being buried, because 10, 15 years ago, this would have been buried. It'd have been, especially in all the little rural towns where the police run that shit. Right? And they do what the hell they want. And they can bury situations. And I just heard about another case of a black kid or somebody who attended a racist, white supremacist house, and they found him shot in his head in the attic. And they tried to say it was a suicide, but he was right-handed. And obviously he shot himself with his left hand because his right hand was in a cast. And, so now we're going to get to, listen.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's a lot going on.
I mean, we talked about the girl who was found hung.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a lot going on, man.
Oh, man. Okay.
You're listening to the sounds of Urban X.
So, some goofy news from our politicians. Andrew Cuomo, remember we talked about the governor, the mayor in Cleveland?
Yes.
No, the governor of Ohio. The governor of Ohio who was doing the $1 million lottery
for 5 weeks.
5 weeks for the people.
That's a good deal, man.
For people who are vaccinated. So now Cuomo is doing his own version, the scratch and vax, or the vaccine scratch.
Vaccine scratch.
Yeah, you get vaccinated, you get access to a scratch off that can get you like $5,000 to $1 million or something like that.
Let me know when it gets up to $5 million per person. I might sign up for that shit. I would do that for y'all. I would take one for the team for y'all. But then if I lose, that's fucked up, because now I'm just vaccinated.
Yo, I was thinking like, what? So the people who were like, say they were like really apprehensive about taking the vaccine and they took it,
they're pissed.
I know they're pissed, but are they like, how when you think something is wrong, something becomes wrong? Like, is that happening to them, or like, are they going crazy? Like, are they
remorse?
No, not remorse. Like, I can't. How do I want to say this? Like, like if you just have like a real just bizarre thought, and then are you thinking like, damn, was that the vaccine that caused that? You know what I'm saying?
You have to be, because
are you like that paranoid after you take it?
Here's the thing: as much as the ones who took the vaccination would like to have you think, they're getting the same shit on their timeline that we getting. They're getting the same independent doctors and stories that are going contrary to that. They have to be.
Oh, but remember,
and they see it and they going,
but maybe not. Facebook, these social media, you create your own world. So Facebook, a whistleblower just came out. He's in the engineering department. He just came out and said Facebook demotes and suppresses posts that seem apprehensive to the vaccine.
Yes.
So I can put out something that says, like that gives some real information about it, and then it won't reach everybody. It won't reach everybody.
That's the power of social media and how they filter. That is a great point being made.
Yeah. Because
we just saw that today. A whistleblower came out and said, but we kind of knew that to a certain degree.
And they said that they filter people into a few different tiers. So there's one tier. So one of the tiers, tier 2 of the demotion or the the filtration is if you promote healthy alternatives. That is against the narrative of getting the vaccine. So they already suppressed that.
Absolutely.
It could be true, mind you. You're not putting out false information. It's true.
Nah, they don't want
and
that.
They still don't want people to see that.
Yeah, and you have to. And even on top of all of that, if you took the vaccine early and you didn't get a free donut, a free bus ride, a free ticket, a free Yankee game, and a chance to win $1 million, you pissed.
Yeah.
You like, can I take it again? No. Well, you already took it.
Yeah.
So when it gets up to $5 million, come talk to me now.
And then I saw a post from the Knicks game. Like one half was full and the other half was like spaced out, and it was like, this is the vaccinated side, this is the non-vaccinated side. It looks more fun to be vaccinated.
Right, because you with your peoples. No, I don't like people up on me anyway.
Exactly.
I wish I can go to a concert and have...
Like, what part of that's not fun?
That's fun. You stay over there. You stay over there. We good. I don't go on top of people I don't know. And back to your original point, if you start getting sick, you will have no choice but to think it's the vaccine.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, are you...
Am I coming down with the...
Yeah.
Because you can manifest that shit all the time.
Exactly. That's what, that's what I'm
true
saying.
Story.
Also, the CDC also, I think they either lowered the threshold or they made it higher for the test to come, like for the COVID test of vaccinated people, so more come out negative.
Oh, okay.
Something to that effect.
Instead of positive?
Instead of positive.
Why are they doing that?
Number manipulation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That just came out, but yeah.
Somebody said that's a good deal. $5 million might get that jab too. Rebels sold 87. I mean, at some point, I gotta consider $5 million in a family trip somewhere. I might have to go. You know what? Put me there. How many people in the contest?
Also, there's on dating apps now you can put like these dating apps like Tinder and things like that.
Oh yeah, are you vaxxed?
Like,
I'm vaxxed.
Yeah, they have like badges for your profile if you're vaccinated.
I want to be with a vaxxed person.
Yeah.
You're not vaxxed?
Yeah, and then also in New York State they have the Excelsior vaccination wallet. So now remember we talked about the passport. They actually have that now. That's a thing.
That's a thing?
That's the thing. Like
wow.
you can have like the little the scan code and all that stuff. So
that's where they're going with it with it next.
And I always think it was interesting when they just when they announce that they're about to do these things versus when they just do them.
Mm-hmm.
You get what I'm saying? Like it's always something behind that. Like,
well, Fauci just last week said, and we'll talk about him in a minute in greater detail. We need a passport. We need some kind of ID, and that's where they're gonna lead to. So you ain't gonna be able to come up with them phony cards. Side note: you can't get blood if you have been vaccinated.
Really?
I saw the report, and I know it's not fake news. Somebody out there can vouch for me. According to the CDC, you can't even give blood to somebody else who's been vaccinated, or something really bizarre, because your blood is tainted now. So you can't just.
Yeah. So again, remember you brought up the mosquito scenario.
Yeah.
What the hell happens then?
It is what it is.
I'm vaccinated. I get bit, and I don't know, or you're vaccinated. I don't know.
Somebody said Google the side effects. It's all there for you.
Yeah, I am good.
Passports are coming soon. That's right.
Yeah, speaking of like just companies just doing stuff, I don't know if y'all are noticing, but there's a lot of car companies coming out and saying they're going to be fully electric by like 2025, 2030.
Mm-hmm.
That should be bigger news, no?
It should be bigger news, but in my humble opinion, they're lining up so the same companies who make money off fossil fuels can be in position to make money off the electric cars. It's the only thing I can think of.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because they're not going to blow billions of dollars because you niggas want to get all Tesla-like and make fucking cars that just run off energy.
Like, there's like a few like major car companies that like, 2030, we all going full electric. I'm
that's a part of moving.
2025. I'm just like, that's right there.
That's a part of moving this whole paradigm shift to a digital, all digital realm. Because they're coming out with street pavements. I saw this a few years ago that charge your car as you go.
That's
and they heat up and they so icy on the road. They do all of these things so the further and faster you drive, probably the more energy you get. But that's all a part of the plan. But behind all of them electric car companies have to be the fossil fuel companies, because they just gonna transfer. They're gonna own all of way stations that you charge. However, it's gonna be done. But there will be no free energy.
So, but that's what I was about to say. So how you getting mad at Bitcoin miners, but then you talking about using all this energy for cars?
Hypocrisy. Speaking of Bitcoin miners, we down.
Oh yeah, all crypto took a beating.
Yeah, I'm starting to come up a little bit.
Yeah,
my Ethereum is not my Ethereum.
But crypto took a beating.
Yeah.
And it's not like the regular stock market where it's like an opening and closing to the market. Crypto's all time, so you just free falling.
Oh, little Leanne Lewis my news station did a report saying that they can donate blood. Okay, we'll see where that goes. But yeah, crypto is down.
Yeah.
But remember, people can't panic. See, that's why. Let me just make a quick plug because I like to do that. I like to plug shit as I go. That's why the Make Money New Digital Economy Chicago Bitcoin Bully, he said this.
Right.
He said this a week ago. If your money is in junk, Bitcoins and all that, get it out.
Altcoins.
Altcoins, put it in your wallet. Yeah. But you got to ride the wave. And he said, don't see your assets as money. I mean, don't see it as money, but as assets.
Yes.
And we know how the ebb and flow of all markets go. So on June 6th, all right, Chicago Bitcoin is going to be breaking down a lot of stuff.
Tough.
And go to digitaleconomy.everbright.com from 3 to 8 p.m. because this actually, it's really all depending on how you see it. Is it all a hoax, or is it the opportunity for the reset so that you can learn something? Because look at the housing market.
Yes.
When that shit crashed and we thought it was the end of civilization and this and that, and then it came back up. So it's an ebb and flow to all of this. So June 6th,
yes,
tune in to Chicago Bitcoin.
Tough.
Because my Ethereum is up.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So speaking of...
And somebody said crypto came back up today. It's coming back up. Yeah.
Speaking of other cultures getting protections before we do, Andrew Cuomo he created a task force for anti-Semitic attacks.
Yeah.
That's happening because apparently there's a rise in that now.
Yeah, I think the Jewish community was jealous of the Asian community. So now there's a flush or a rash of attacks on Jews because of the Palestine situation. And and that's going to lead to a couple of $1 billion.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Probably that goes out to a fund created for Palestine war. You know what happens to these Jewish people here. It's all propaganda, in my humble people. And that's not to say one or two isolated incidents are not happening, but just like clockwork, we just got finished giving the Asians their money, so they can open up 15,000 more Chinese restaurants. And now the Jewish people are right on board, right on time, and they showed one dude just run up and clock a little Jewish dude and run. I'm like, y'all need to stop this. Y'all need to stop this shit. So
oh my god,
yeah,
so fake.
It's so fake. It's so take a Jewish guy's hat. Y'all better leave them Jewish guys alone, man. Some of them be ready to thump, man. Let them be. But to me, it's all propaganda. You know what I mean?
I said slush funds, exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
And speaking of Fauci, he just came out and said, that now we need to investigate.
Him in the White House.
And the White House.
The White House said this as well, that they're not sure that the virus mutated naturally and there should be an investigation. So what he did was, this is exactly what happened. I'm going to tell you what happened. What he did was, he knew that this was created in the lab and it was set out on people. What he did was, he kept saying that no, it wasn't. He called people racist, conspiracy theorists, bigot. You live in your mom's basement. Call all these people names that suggested or you're MAGA because Trump was saying the same thing. What he was doing was giving the Wuhan lab, which he funds.
Yes, he does.
Which he works with, time and opportunity to erase all records, to forge any documents, to doctor anything up, so it absolves them of anything that happened. Now they said, yo, we're good. He goes, we need to investigate this now.
Right.
Because
I'm gonna agree with your assessment. Because out of the clear blue,
come on, B.
Trump said this shit last year when he said it was the Kung Flu and everybody got all upset and shit. He pointed you straight to it. He said it's the Kung Flu. This shit came out of Wuhan. And he was very clear, not to mention the Wu-Tang. Because Wu-Tang ain't nothing to fuck with. But the Wuhan, hey, Wuhan, hey. So he made sure to say that. And they dismissed it as some bullshit conspiracy theorist. We said this.
Yo, bro, listen. And also, what we're seeing is revisionist history, right? In real time. So what we're seeing is now, again, Trump was saying this for months. Now Trump is out, it's like, okay, he's a racist. We don't need to worry about him. Biden can say that now, and it's like, oh, yeah, he's trying to get down to the bottom of this. Fauci could say that. Andrew Cuomo had a press conference, and he said the mask rule was never a rule. It was just a suggestion because I made sense of why people should wear it. It was never a rule. I can't force you to wear a mask. Yeah. I can't do that.
He said that shit.
He said that.
Yeah.
That's exactly what happened.
That's exactly what happened.
I'm tired of this, man.
Yeah, man. So, and now you start to question your own common sense. Like, am I crazy?
Yo, I was thinking back. I was talking about this last week. I was thinking back to something last year, and I couldn't remember if I was wearing a mask outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I was like, were we wearing masks then? Like,
yeah.
I'm not even sure. Like, what? We had to be, right? And he was like, yeah, I think we were. Like, it's so easy to pull those tricks now. It's crazy.
No, true story.
Now he's calling for an investigation. People literally were talking about this last year.
Absolutely.
And you were called a racist, a bigot, conspiracy theorist.
David Williams, you are correct.
Remember, that's why supposedly there were attacks on Asian people.
Exactly. We were attacking, or not we, but they were attacking the Asians because, you know, Trump set that off to insinuate that they have done something. Y'all know that shit came from Wuhan. Y'all know that shit is... and even in... He was pressed at like one of the congressional pieces.
I think Rand Paul?
He just kept dancing around, and Rand Paul was like, yo, dude, I'm just asking you a straight question. Did y'all do this or not? Can y'all create... Well, you know, we're not affiliate. Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But we need to take a commercial.
Yeah, let's go to a commercial break.
And we shall return.
True story.
Yeah, fuck the shit, flip the script and get it right. Rewrite history, so this time we may get it right. Take the jewels from our elders, rock them and wear them tight. Apply it to your life, and so you're not blinded of your sight. It's taken by the white man, cause it's blacks we fight. And we taught that we angry and mad, just out of spite. But we too grumpy black men, tired of the lies given to the kid in their lifetime. Real eyes, realize, never fly by me, by we the people, how are we? If we treat it like the dirt beneath our feet, while we trees waiting to grow up, filled with knowledge, but whoever show us, the names is Bobby, Mick, and Arthur C. We'll bring your mind and show you things you thought you never see. Just be open-minded, take a listen, and you will see just how much truth and knowledge a black man can really speak.
Hey, Leslie here, and I want to thank everybody who has subscribed to the channel. Please engage with the content, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And here are the drops for the month of May. Do not stay at the Union Hotel in Brooklyn. And today we're here with my dad, Henry Vaughn. And all programming is not created equal.
Like Pro Tools?
Like Pro Tools, Cubase.
It uses butter instead of olive oil. Butter's a better emulsifier.
Shoe salesmen used to lace up the shoe while they were holding the shoebox. Didn't you think that was so cool? 6, 5, I have to get these shoes. But yeah, so these are the LeBrons. These are the LeBrons I have. And if you saw the KS interview, I came up with a new show. Take a look.
You just rough, man. Like,
and I'm like, men and women aren't friends. But do you agree?
You know, you might scare them off because of your alpha tendencies.
Is that too soon? Too soon. But I asked my friend, he said there's no such thing.
Today's climate, being safe is priority number one. With crime on the rise, we're all left with this magical question: how can I be safe and protect my family? Well, Professor Griff is offering a course that's similar to laser tag, but it's for adults. This safe and firearm-free course will train you in real-life scenarios so that you can avoid being a victim. This course is growing in popularity as a date night out. and excitement back into your love life, and the reviews are incredible. For more information, call this number below.
Back.
Thank you for spending this time with the #1 father and son team on the planet when it comes to podcasting.
Feel me?
We try to sprinkle a little bit of everything in there. My 4 L's: live, love, laugh, and learn. We try to give that to you. It's a family affair.
Definitely.
Odyssey is on full time.
Facts. We just hired her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we just hired
Still
Odyssey.
on probation.
Yeah, we can give a little test run.
Still fired away.
Yeah, we can still fire you.
Fire.
Yeah.
Hire you. Fire you. No, but thank you to Odyssey. We appreciate it.
Yeah, and thank you for those who promote with us.
Yes.
On a regular basis. If you would like to promote with us,
yes,
you can go to sales.
Sales at urbanx.nyc
for June, because we're coming upon June.
And this is a large. That's a large. Somebody asked me what size my shirt.
Okay, all right. Somebody sizing you up.
This
son.
is true. No, she about to buy a red one for her husband.
Oh,
so.
nice. So so sales at urbanx.nyc.
If you have a business that you would like to promote with us,
yes,
you know, on the podcast, on air,
black-owned businesses.
Yes,
you know what I mean, and because we can't afford to put everybody in those slots.
Exactly.
So we're going with black-owned businesses that are trying to do their thing. We truly want to promote entrepreneurism,
and the new businesses that promote with us, they're going to be added to our Black Business Directory
for all time.
Exactly. On urbanx.nyc.
Yes,
it's still up there. Go check that out. It'll be up there. You know what I mean? If you need something, I'm excited about that as well. And guys, again, don't forget to join the membership. We made a decision that we're just going to flood y'all with content. You know what I mean?
Yes.
The real mentality is coming, because somebody asked me about that. I was like, when that's coming?
That's going to wind up being a Father's Day edition or something.
I like that.
You know what I mean? That. The first episode.
Because here's the thing, guys. We are all 4 now, honestly. We're all we're perfectionists, so we don't want to give you guys anything cheap, especially when it comes to something like that. So we will be flooding you with the Hulk, these Urban startup interviews, and we have a whole bunch of the sit downs that we do. But the real mentality, that'll probably go up Father's Day. I like that.
Yeah, that first edition.
I like that.
Us speaking about fatherhood from different perspectives, and I think that'll be really, really dope.
All right.
Damn, we got 4, 5 thumbs down. Oh man,
you know what's crazy? 2 of those came like real early. Like we just talking about how our weekends went, and somebody just put.
Yeah.
You know, disagreeable spirits, man. But you can't
it's all good.
Can't do nothing about that, man.
Can't do nothing about that. Dude, you know, Buck Breaking is streaming now.
Yeah, I watched the first hour of it.
Okay, all right. And what you think?
It's pretty good. Somebody talking about we just talked about the anti-Semitic attacks or whatever, and a sister came on. I forgot her name, but she talked about how if the power structure is behind your movement, then you're not oppressed.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So we get,
and that's what we said.
Exactly. We get played by these, mind tricks all the time when it comes to the LBGT, the Chinese, the Asian, like all of these things. When the dominant society is supporting them, how are y'all oppressed?
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? And we always take second fiddle because we go, no, they are, but we're here too.
Yes. Jersey
we
Dread
were here.
Is streaming on Vimeo.
Yeah, it's on Vimeo. Yeah, or you go to buckbreakingmovie.com.
Yeah, Aris Startup said, I'm not sizing Malcolm up. I'm sorry, I thought you was another dude trying to press him. He got his glasses on, like you think you're a nerd. Like, what size is that, son? All right, son. Appreciate your support, though.
Yes,
Queen.
thank you.
Really do.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of these designs on shopurbanx.com, man.
Yes.
Whole bunch of Father's Day designs, so don't miss out. You get your shirts before Father's Day comes, so your husband or your dad or can get it early. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
All right.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, sad news. A UK activist, Black Lives Matter activist, Sasha Johnson was shot in the head in London.
I heard about that. and our well wishes go out to her.
Yeah, she's in critical condition right now.
And here's the thing. I didn't even know where they get guns from.
Yeah.
That just kind of threw me off. I've been to London a couple of times. I was always under the assumption that most of theirs was like up close knifing. And that's not to be naive. And if I am being naive, forgive me. I didn't think people had guns out there or things of that nature. And I heard she was hitting the head and she's recovering.
Yeah,
and,
the cops they're saying that it could be she was caught in the crosshairs of a gang beef.
But she just so happens to be an activist.
And who just so happened to be receiving death threats.
And just so happened to be receiving death threats the week before. Now you're going to try to spin it and say she was a victim of some kind of stray bullet. Not buying it. We're not buying it in London. We're not buying it in America. We're not buying that shit anywhere. So may the ancestors protect her and bring her through what she's going through, and protect our sisters out here, you know? Sheesh.
Yeah.
Sheesh.
And oh man, I gotta talk about this story. This made, oh my gosh, I don't read stories that make my blood boil, but this was one of them. So, Illinois police, they mistook the ashes of this guy's daughter as drugs, and they pulled a little bit out. And he had to tell him, like, that's my daughter's ashes.
I heard about that, man.
Oh, my. And the story of how his daughter even died. His daughter got killed by her mother and the mother's boyfriend.
Oh.
Like, it was just so many parts of that got me so mad, bro.
And that was ridiculous.
Yeah, so he's, he's suing the police.
And as he should.
Yeah, I hope he gets them for everything. I hope he gets
them for everything they got, man. And, for those who you hold on to your ashes, that's your choice to do so. You know what I mean? And what they mean to you, and for some racist ass cop to run through and pour ashes out to see if it is what it is ridiculous. Worst case scenario, just take it with you. Listen, we take you down to the precinct, and they could have opened that up and clearly saw, what it was. Thank you for the Cash App for Natalia Dozier, and why are you so surprised? Thank you so much. Yeah, I got that right. Thank you so much. And the cop knew him? Don't tell me that.
Oh man.
Don't tell me that.
Yeah, he said like the ashes tested positive for like meth or something. It was something crazy, man. That made me so sad. Like,
yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, stuff hits me like stuff that would have hit me.
Somebody said Stephen A. Smith is on CNN blasting LeBron James over vaccines again.
No way. Really?
Dude, you want to know if these dudes are agents or not? Complete agents.
Oh, man.
I have zero respect from 2 months ago when I did the piece on him. Zero respect for Stephen A. Smith now. Zero. And the Kwame Brown stuff just added fuel to the fire of you going around colleges trying to get kids to stay in school. Nothing wrong with that, but using Kwame Brown as an example of how you can be a bust. And this nigga made $70 million, and I don't care what college you go to, you won't make nowhere near that kind of money. So stop the nonsense. And now he's on CNN again with that craziness. Yo, y'all need to listen.
He's on with Don Lemon.
There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
That tells you all you need to know.
That tells you all you need to know. Stephen A. Smith is definitely a mark.
This is a random story, but Kevin Spacey, right? Remember him?
Yeah. Well, Kaiser Sosa.
Yes. So now he actually landed a role, and in his role he plays a sex abuse investigator.
What the?
Yeah.
Dude, how did he get this role?
Exactly.
Jeez.
Exactly.
See, Hollywood is back to that bullshit again.
Yep.
I'm blaming it on Biden. Yes, I am. Biden is in office. Back to that bullshit. Has anybody asked Jay-Z if he got the shot?
I don't think so. Beyonce? He's gonna be on the shop on Friday.
I saw the precursor to that.
So what if LeBron takes the shot on the shop?
Ooh. Then I'm canceling him. LeBron, Jay-Z, I'm canceling all of you dudes, man. I'm done with you dudes. I'm done with you dudes.
Comes back on Friday. But yeah, somebody said, guess we back to normal. Yeah, that's what it is, man.
Yep. Back to normal, back to the shits.
Back to regularly scheduled programming.
Yep.
For sure.
Absolutely. Let's get up to 1,000 likes. We had 758. We can do that. We can definitely do that.
So, hold on.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Gotta let you know what you're listening to.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Number one father and son podcast. I'm getting Noble ready so we can have the number one father, son, and son podcast.
Oh, true story. Father, son, and son podcast.
You know what I'm saying? I'm getting him ready.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? But, so the guards that were responsible for watching Jeffrey Epstein's cell, they admit to falsifying records, but they will be able to avoid jail time because they made a deal with prosecutors.
Yeah, well, they was in on it.
Yeah.
They got paid.
Yeah.
And they told them in advance, you're going to get some heat.
Yeah.
You're going to get some heat. But the bag on the other side of that, trust me, it's going to be lovely.
And then they said, if you don't do it, we'll kill your family.
We'll kill your whole family. So you really don't have no choice in
you
the
might as well
matter.
just do it, yeah.
So you might as well just do it, and y'all happen to fall asleep at the right time.
Yep.
And, you know, while y'all was asleep, he killed himself. Dude, they got that man out of that prison so goddamn fast. And, of course, somebody had to take the blame. And you two guys are the fall guy.
Black people, too.
Black people.
Yeah.
Black people. And they told him, you won't do no jail time.
Yeah.
We'll make sure of that.
Yeah.
But you're going to be on probation and some other stuff. And, you know.
Tova Noel and Michael Thomas, they willfully and knowingly lied on forms saying that they made required rounds checking the inmates that night. And, but they made a deal with the prosecutor so they won't have to go to jail. That sounds sweet. You know what I mean?
That's a sweet deal.
It sounds sweet to me.
Give me $5 million money, untraceable money. And I'm going to have to stand up here and say I did something wrong. That's a sweet deal.
That sounds a sweet deal to me.
Sweet deal. Take that money. Mm-hmm. Yep, Epstein is at Kevin Spacey's house right now. True story.
Probably.
Hanging out and shit.
Yeah.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Amazon is buying MGM Hollywood Studios for $9 billion.
That's a lot of bread.
Yo, I was talking to my friends about this earlier. And I said, Apple, Amazon, Disney, who else I'm gonna throw in there?
They gonna own everything.
They need to chill. They need to really just relax the hell out.
They gonna own everything, yeah.
They just buying everything. Disney is trying to buy DC now.
Yeah.
You know how they got Marvel, they got Star Wars, they got Fox. They trying
to put
these have to be against some kind of like antitrust laws, right? No? Monopoly,
Monopoly, yeah. I think all that Monopoly shit went out the window a long time ago because this is clearly a monopoly.
Facebook.
What Gates was doing was clearly a monopoly on that software. You gotta get his software. Come on, dude, stop.
Like all these people, man, they just really just. I don't understand the motivation. You know what I mean? Just taking over everything.
I think the further you go up, you're gonna see that it's the same, probably 8 people that run all of this. Because you don't really think Bill Gates created this shit in his garage to you, or even homie created Amazon in his garage.
Yeah.
Come on, stop.
Well, I think they need to calm the hell down because they are doing the most.
Yeah, and they're all on each other's boards. The businesses.
That's true too. These there's a so I saw a BBC Science report that there's new like robots that do CPR on people now, unresponsive people.
Robots?
Yeah, it's not actual robot, but it's like this thing, and it palpitates your chest for you. So that's coming. There's this company called Too Simple, TU Simple. They actually have self-driving trucks, and apparently they knocked off like a few hours off of like a 24-hour trip normally.
Yeah.
So we are seeing we're seeing these things happen
in real time.
Yeah.
And it's gonna boil down to, in order for you to get a job, you're going to have a specialty skill set. Because all these manual jobs are going out of the window. You don't think Burger King and them are going to pay niggas $15 an hour to flip a burger?
Yeah.
And I heard paramedics only make $18 an hour.
What?
Yeah, so I deal with blood and guts, and I can go to McDonald's.
Word? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I know one. He said we don't make that much more then if they bring it up to $15, because it ain't $15 yet. But he said when they start doing that, he said, I'm out. Go on a Burger King and just work overtime.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's getting crazy out here.
Damn. Okay.
Yeah, but Burger King's not going to go for that. McDonald's, they already got the simulated machines working. Your order's going to be perfect every single time because the machine is doing it.
Damn.
Ain't going to be nobody spitting in your burger and all that crazy shit that goes on. Bitch, I said I wanted extra fries. Hold on 1 second. I got your fries here. Yeah. It's not going to be happening. That, have you or Malcolm seen Keanu Reeves in Replicas? Keanu Reeves in Replicas. That's Our Asses Soon. No, I didn't see that. Is that a movie?
Nah, I don't know.
Yo, Dot, Bank of America just sent internal email saying 25 minimum by 2025. Bank of America? All right.
What was it? What?
They're going to be making $25 an hour. Minimum. All right.
That's cool, huh? I guess, right?
I guess.
Bank of America's a bad bank.
They are.
That's a bad bank. Well, Wells Fargo, too. That's a bad bank.
Yeah, they already got Mr. Flippy, a robot at McDonald's. Somebody was telling me, D-Nice.
I did watch Love, Death, and Robots. I did watch that. But he tried to get me to get Noble some iRobot little toy.
No, me and my man Aaron Kamadi, shout out Aaron, he in the chat. He sent me something called Moxie. And it was, at first when he sent it to me, I said, this is going to be a horror movie. Because the music was too friendly.
Yeah.
I said, this little boy is going to get connected with this robot, and they're going to start going out killing people. I said, this shit is going to be the new Chucky.
Yeah.
But no, it was an actual artificial intelligence that held major conversations.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Yeah, well, that's the future.
Noble will not be getting that. He needs real friends.
Yeah, true that too. But that's where we going with it.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Moxie.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I think I'm going to get him a Moxie. He can have a Moxie when he come over here.
No, you can't.
Yes, he can.
No, you can't. See,
dude, I can beat you.
You see this trying to undermine me already.
I can beat you.
I'm going to beat him when we get home.
Didn't my mother always tell you she could beat me? Did she always tell you that?
Yeah, she did.
All right, then. So I can beat you.
Yeah, she used to punk you in front of me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, Nah, of course, I leave that for a family.
And somebody said that was on Black Mirror. Yeah, I saw that episode.
Yeah.
Going Miley Cyrus.
So what did little Tony say? Let's go kill little Tony. Go into the cabinet and get the sharpest knife you can find.
Yeah.
Put it in your book bag. Tomorrow when we get to school, we'll show little Tommy. Yeah. And then you like, it was Moxie. And Moxie's like, dee. Hi, my name is Moxie.
Yeah.
Yeah, you be screwed.
Did any of you guys, I'm talking to the chat and talking to our listeners, did any of you guys watch Army of the Dead on Netflix?
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
Army of the Dead?
Yeah, it's Zack Snyder directed it, and it's about this zombie that got out of military base somehow. Then they took over, he infected all of Las Vegas, and the government locked off Vegas, like the entire city.
Oh, I think I saw a common
and
attraction.
And it had to nuke it.
Yeah, I think I saw that.
It was interesting. It was a different take on zombies. You know
but you got to remember, this is all a part of the programming.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Anytime you see these movies, predictive programming is in the mix.
Yeah, it was, it's a little different.
Yeah.
What'd you think about Knife Wonder?
Knife Wonder is now a part of Jay-Z's Rock Nation school.
Mm-hmm.
Good idea. One thing about Knife Wonder, I've never met him. He truly seems to love the culture. And I love those who love the culture. So it ain't about just making hit records for him. He can do that. But he's really into the nuts and bolts of sampling and looping and recreating dope songs.
I didn't know his first real break was Threats on
Threats.
On
he
the
made
Black
that
album.
right on the spot.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Yeah. So that's what got him jumped off.
Yeah.
And so I think that's a great thing to teach business courses. Jay-Z's diversifying the portfolio, teaching the art of the business to young people, because there's so many different components. You could be in videos or video directing, fashion, graphics design, music production, engineering. Hip-hop has created tons and tons jobs. And speaking of that, what's the photographer's name?
Chimadu.
Chimadu. Our deepest condolences go out.
Yeah, he's passed away.
To a hip hop photographer, Chimadu.
Took some legendary shots.
Yeah,
man.
very legendary shots in hip hop. I believe he started at the Source magazine. He was like the chief photographer there, and then began to take some legendary hip hop shots. And so he was 54 years old. So we want to send our deepest condolences out to him and his family and the hip hop, family in particular, as we lose these legends for what it is that they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So start getting your questions ready, guys.
Yeah, let's do that.
So China, they banned Facebook, Instagram, Google. I think they banned YouTube as well.
But is there like an underground when you can get on these things?
I don't know.
It's got to be.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, why anybody want to go there? Like, sucks over there.
But if that's all you know.
No, I'm not.
But in terms of like,
hell no.
I ain't trying to go there.
Hell no.
Absolutely not.
Doesn't seem fun at all. And remember, we talked about them like banning crypto, and apparently they mine the most Bitcoin out of everybody.
Yeah. What do you think about your thoughts on 2 Live Crew not being inducted into the Hall of Fame?
Good question.
That's a good question. Their contributions are what they are. You didn't have to agree with the type of music they put out, but they meet the requirements. And I thought it took them too long to get LL Cool J in. So, but we got to remember, this is an ongoing thing. So I do believe at some point they will get in.
This is what I hope. I hope when the Hip Hop Museum is up in that Hall of Fame, I hope we show that like way more reverence than we do than this Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Yes,
I hope like we dress up when we go. Not to say you black people need to succumb to these white standards. I'm just take it serious.
Be proud of our contributions that changed the world.
Yeah.
If the Hip Hop Museum in the Bronx, because last week they had the photo ops out there. You had Nas and all of them digging in the dirt, setting the grounds for it, which is great. It's supposed to be just for that. Yeah. So there'll be no rock and roll people in there. There'll be no jazz people in there.
Yeah.
There'll be no pop rock. It is strictly hip hop, and we should do it up big time.
And it should be legendary breakdancers, legendary graph writers. Like, I hope they really, really do this right. I really do.
They better do it right, or it's a waste of time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it has to be done on that level, because there are a lot of people who made contributions to this culture that took over the world. It literally changed the world as we know it. I told you I'm a diplomat in any country I go to if I speak the language of hip-hop in its many variations. I did some dope interviews with some brothers out of South America a couple of months ago. They're translating KRS-One's book, The Temple of Hip-Hop, into Spanish, and they said when they finish, they're going to do mine.
Hey, okay.
Right? Hip-Hop Decoded will be translated into Espanol. All right? So, and that's what we're doing with it.
Somebody said, which one would hit Earth first, aliens or zombies? I'm going aliens.
I'm going to go zombies because
that movie was about like zombies that come from, like, had an infection from aliens or something like that.
Oh, okay.
It was something ill, but yeah, what do you think?
I'm going to say zombies.
Say zombies?
Look outside. There's zombies walking around now.
True.
I saw this naked dude running and slamming in the cars.
Oh, yeah.
Bam!
So do you remember
that's a zombie.
Remember the whole bath salt fiasco thing?
The bath salt?
That was crazy.
That was crazy, yeah.
And I felt like it just kind of like, it came and went. It's like, wait, we need to discuss this. Like,
so I think that will happen first, or it'll happen at the same time. It could be all Armageddon. It's all coming down, the apocalypse. All that's taking place at one time.
It said, Black Dot and Malcom, do you ever go to school with cats like Joe Budden, Charlamagne, and academics? Like what do you mean? Like, I've been to school. I went to all boys high school, so I met a lot of different people.
A lot of gay stuff going on.
No, it was not. No, it was not.
It wasn't?
No, it was a couple. It was actually a few. Like, it was like very, very, very few, and they just stayed to themselves,
as they should.
Yeah. One actually
turned into
transition. Yeah, I went to a funeral of one of my classmates.
That's a weird story.
No, so I see one there because it was two, right? And I think they were in a relationship, something like that. So I see one. I was like, okay. I see him with a girl. I'm like, she looks mad familiar, right? Whatever. I'm chilling.
Kept staring at him. Why
like,
do I know this girl?
No, from somewhere. Come to find out it was him. I was like,
wow. Wow. Crazy.
And they posted, like, him and his group of friends, they posted a picture. So I sent the picture to my friends. I'm like, yo, we went to high school with everybody in this picture.
And they was confused.
They was like, what the hell are you talking about? I was like, we went to high school with everybody in this picture. And they were just like, oh, no. Said, yeah, bro.
Yeah. Did you hear about that?
Dr. Sinister, don't play with me.
Getting the jab. What Dr. Sinister's thing?
We don't need to repeat it.
All right. Malcolm was on the low.
No. Hell no.
Malcolm had too much testosterone, even as a kid. Because, you know, as parents, you know. You can look at your kid and go, hey, something ain't right here. I keep throwing this nigga football. He keep going, stop it. Stop it. You do it too hard. Motherfucker, if you don't catch this football, well, how about a baseball?
Yeah.
All right, well, maybe sports is not your thing. Let's go out and invent some shit, you know. It's not all about sports. But you know, parents know, and they look the other way and act like they didn't say, what? For real? Motherfucker, you knew. You had to know. Yeah. Just like they know if their kids are crazy or not.
Yeah.
You know, this nigga's a lunatic.
Odyssey.
He gonna hurt somebody bad. Odyssey's crazy. Yeah.
Yeah, I know from the jump.
Do you think Noble will be an introvert or an extrovert? He's gonna be an extrovert.
Yeah, I can see him being.
He talks.
Yeah,
he's talking. He's got a lot to say. Yeah, he's gonna be.
I think once he like warms up, like when he gets to like a new environment, he'll be to himself. And once he warms up, he'll just because that's how he acts now.
Somebody said, "Did we hear the song called Internet Drip? We got a shout out on it."
Word?
No, I didn't hear it. Internet Drip. We're gonna look it up.
Bet. Hell yeah.
People shouting out Malcolm and Dot. Love it.
Word. Any other questions, guys? I saw a good question, but I lost it. Yeah, I saw a good question and I lost it. Gee. Oh, apparently, and somebody said at JFK they offering the Johnson & Johnson shot.
Yeah, now it's gonna be in any city. You can get on a plane or right before you get on or off the plane and get a shot.
That's crazy.
This is, dude. They're gonna get everybody at some point or another. They're not getting me. But they're going to get everybody at some point or another because they're just going to make it. You saw the Army last week. Dudes in Army fatigue.
Yeah.
Going into 7-Elevens. Hey, you want a shot? No, motherfucker, if I want a shot, I know where to find you. So this is their last-ditch attempt to just. Because now the latest report came out said 70% of all adults are vaccinated.
Are? I thought it wasn't. I thought it was.
Listen, they playing with the numbers.
Oh.
But remember, they can actualize these events.
Yeah.
Because you start believing that shit. Johnson & Johnson, the Spirit Airlines vaccines. That's funny.
Thanks. Damn all that.
Like, not only we gonna give you a shot that might fuck you up, we don't know if this plane gonna land. We taking up collection for gas. You know what I'm saying? Nigga might be selling socks on the back of the plane.
I saw a video of people fighting on the plane, like in the air.
Yeah, I saw that.
There's certain moments. I love black people, but there's certain moments where I just have to go. Come on, we got to do better.
They were seriously thumping, and I'm like, come on, for what?
Yeah, there's certain like
in the air. You know, just niggas. You know. Why they do Dr. Malachi York dirty? I can't answer that question, King.
Did they do him dirty?
So they say. I don't know. It's all depending on who you ask. I'm gonna get on all that shit. How does Biden evade responsibility? Because first of all, he's not Biden. This is probably the third Biden out there.
And then it's easy to just blame Trump.
Sure.
I came in, it was a mess, but he's taking credit for people not being hungry now. He said, hungry kids is down 40%, something like that. Like, he's taking credit for everything else.
And now they getting rid of Don Lemon. They're getting rid of all of these shows on CNN because they don't need them no more. They're getting rid of Cuomo's brother. They're getting rid of all that shit. Mm-hmm. Dot, is the Galactic Federation a real thing? I don't know, but it sounds cool when I say it. So I say it.
Malcolm, would you rather be uninformed or misinformed? I guess they're both kind of the same thing, no?
Uninformed, no, you can't be held accountable.
Yeah, I'd probably be
for
uninformed.
what you don't know.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But misinformed is now you lead me down the wrong path.
Yeah, I'd probably rather be uninformed.
God, look out for crazy people and children. You know that.
That's a good question, though.
That's a very good question. Ellen coming to an end. All of them shows are coming to an end.
Yeah, at the same time, too.
Yeah, we almost had 1,000 likes. Let's get that up, please.
Yeah, listen, CNN is on right now. Don Lemon's talking about the rise in anti-Semitic attacks. Yo, the level of the grip that community has on the media is really incredible, because last week everybody was talking about Palestine, and then the way they can just flip any critique on Israel to make you seem anti-Semitic it's impressive.
But that's an old playbook.
Yeah, it's impressive, though.
They've been running that playbook. But listen, if I ran the media, let's say black people ran the media. Yeah. What would the world think about black people? No, true story, right?
Yeah.
And how would we paint everybody else?
Yeah.
If you say blah, mother, you better not say blah.
Yeah, that's why I feel we missed the whole opportunity last year, man. During the whole George Floyd riots. Like, we should have had something.
Yes. We should have
instilled fear, like
not to use his death as leverage, but they did. They was kneeling and shit with kente cloth.
That happened. We
All
saw
them
it.
white people was kneeling with kente cloth, and you niggas bought that. Yeah, crazy.
That happened.
But imagine we ran the media.
Yeah.
You couldn't say nothing negative. Not only did we run the media, we ran the movies, entertainment, music. We ran it all.
So does absolute power corrupt absolutely?
Why do we drive on a parkway and park in a driveway?
No, I'm saying, like, if say black people were the dominant people in society, would we be running it like this?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Because we don't have that evil spirit within us. Not like that.
I think there'll be few people.
As always.
Obviously, because I don't think we live in a utopia. I don't think there's a such thing as an all-black utopia either.
Right. I'm not with none of that. I don't believe in none of that. We were all kings and queens. Well, we were the peasants. We all were kings and queens. Well, who was building this shit? Who was building the canals? And some of you niggas, y'all inherited the same shit y'all been 50, 60 generations ago. Niggas.
Malcolm, favorite monster, would you be a werewolf or vampire? Oh, because, okay, I've watched shows and movies where
go ahead.
Each one was different. So, like, it's a show called The Originals, vampires and a fire. In that
Gotcha.
one. And it doesn't look cool to be a werewolf, like, at all. But in, like, the Underworld series, the werewolves, they do look better.
Which one is getting more box?
I think the vampires.
Vampires.
Yeah.
Seducing these chicks and
shit.
Yeah,
like.
And, you know, and here's the thing about this is no predatory shit. Vampire, you have to welcome me in.
Yeah.
So you can't say, I tricked you. No, you got to welcome me in. And once I'm in, baby, it's a wrap. Right? And then I done hit you up, bit you. Now you a part of my team. You know what I'm saying? You might be a little day walker or something. You know? Yeah, I'm going to be a vampire. I don't want to be a grizzly ass werewolf. Motherfucking vampires be smooth and shit. Eddie Murphy was smooth and vampire in Brooklyn and shit. He put that shit on Angela Bassett.
Somebody just said that too.
Yeah, he put that shit on Angela Bassett. Like, yo, nah. I'm going vampire. I'll take vampire for 200.
Oh, today's Heavy D's birthday.
Yes, shout out Heavy D, the legendary. he wasn't FBA.
He wasn't.
But he was one of the dope MCs.
I saw people arguing about FBA and Ados.
It's getting ridiculous.
With the Chima dude, they were just like, oh, he was Nigerian. I had to tell all of y'all FBA, and somebody was like, well, he was shooting FBA artists. And it was,
gives a shit?
Yeah.
Who gives a shit? Stop it.
Yeah.
Now, for the bigger issues, okay, but now you running it down to who's taking pictures.
Yeah.
Stop the bullshit,
Yeah.
please. Heavy D was an iconic legend. Chima dude did his job. He was a legend.
Mm-hmm.
Let it live. Let it live.
Facts.
Let it live. Oaks 1 said, He can be a werewolf. Werewolves are stronger. But you can't kill me.
No, but I'm telling you,
if I get caught out in the daytime.
I think it depends on which like show or movie you're watching.
True story. But I'm from old school where he just didn't come out in the daytime. And ain't nothing popping in the daytime anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Shit is popping off at night.
It's true.
I'm in the club chilling this shit. Shorty, listen, don't play with me.
Somebody said, did I hear rumors about internet having a blackout? No.
For years.
I mean, yeah, you know.
Yeah.
Okay,
bust one of your raps from back in the days to end the show. Okay, I'll do that.
Somebody said FBA didn't start that one. You're right, but...
Thank you. But I'm with the conversation when it comes to real issues, but come on. Now, we who took the picture? Who put the film in the camera? If they wasn't come on, we have to stop this. You know, and it's a burn up of energy that we don't need.
Yeah.
Let's not burn the energy. Let's save it for, you know what I'm saying, that real shit.
Huh? Oh yes, keep hitting the like button.
940. When I get to 1,000, I'm kicking an old school rap from 1989.
Okay.
Ooh, they put me on the spot. Do I remember? Because I got dementia now.
Yeah, you do.
And
that will this summer be a testament to how this pandemic will go? How do you think they will try to get more people vaccinated by winter? Good question.
That's a great question. They're gonna continue their pursuit. One time I saw I was listening in the car, 4 straight commercials came on about vaccines. I'm like, geez, give me a break here. Like, if the people haven't done it by now, they're not going to do it. That, if you may, Tall, Dark, and Handsome LP, would you sign it for me? Oh, if you mail me your Tall, Dark, and Handsome LP, absolutely, you might not get that back. Shit, I only got one. You be like, this is not what I sent you. This is a piece of paper or some shit. Nah, but I'll take care of you. NJ Young, I'll take care of you, sis. I got you.
Julian, no.
I need 1,000 likes.
Julian Manley, no.
What happened?
Somebody just acting something stupid.
I need 1,000 likes, and I'm going old school.
Malcolm, how will you deal with bad teachers at schools? Oh, with Noble? I don't know. Like, what do you mean deal with them?
Well,
how did you deal with them?
For me, showing the presence of the parents who care is usually enough. As a parent, when you are active in your child's life and you say, all right, I'm here, and I'm not going to always assume my child is right, because I always ask you before we get there, nigga, tell me what this shit is about. Will make me look bad. And then when we get there, we can deal with it. And see, a lot of these parents just send their kids to school, and that's it.
Yeah.
You know, but if you're one of those parents who are active, you're not going to have any problems. And you make homework and all that stuff an event, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I've been on, like, both sides. I worked as a school counselor. I worked in the Department of Education Central Office. My mother's a teacher. So I've been on, like, a few different sides of how parents deal with teachers and how they think teachers are supposed to act. Like, I'm not gonna be a parent that just feels like teachers supposed to do everything. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like,
the parents are the first teachers of the child. Always, we know that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And with that being said, like I said, your presence, especially when they see the mom and dad is present, and dad can come up and deal with the delegations, you'll be fine. Give a shout out to my queen, Jaleesa. She turned 33, and she loves your show. Shout out, Jaleesa. She put me on to you guys, and I've been hooked ever since.
Shouts out. Happy solar return, queen.
Jaleesa. She turned 33. That is a great, great age. All right, we almost there where I can clear my throat. 900.
I think you're nervous.
92.
I think you're nervous.
If we don't get 1,000,
I think you're gonna choke. I think you're gonna.
Let's get there. 8 more likes.
I think you're nervous.
Oh, let me like my own shit. I ain't even like my own shit.
You know what I'm saying? I think you're nervous. I don't think you still got it.
Oh, I still got it.
I don't know.
I still got it. Nah, I'm talking shit, but I'm gonna give this a run. So give them all the places they can find us.
Oh yes, so don't forget to like, share, subscribe, Add us on Instagram and Twitter at urbanx_NYC. We're more active on the gram now, thanks to somebody.
Yep, get these shirts.
Thank you. Don't forget to visit Shop Urban
I
X.
honestly worked 2 days talking about where's her pay. When do I get paid? When do you start working? Goddamn young people.
Yes, don't forget to get your Father's Day shirts for your pops or your husband or your boyfriend. Like, just,
Yes.
And also, if you want to be a part of the Urban X Startup Series, email info@urbanx.nyc. And if you want to advertise with us next month, email sales@urbanx.nyc. And with that being said, we got 1,000 likes.
Here we go.
All right, let's hear something.
Now, who want to go outside in the rain and face the thunder straight up and feel the pain afflicted? When the mic slip, I'm going to rip it. Give me your ass to kiss, I'm here to kick it. Here's a sample for those who never heard of this. I'm killing and putting rough rappers on the murder list. Shooting them down in cold blood with the gift to gab your shit in your pants and die in a flood. It wasn't wise for him to figure that he can escape the wrath of the rough rhyme vigilante. He took a loss with no remorse. Give my condolences to his moms and remain on course. Headed for the next bum who think he can rap rough. Wanna go rhyme for rhyme but ain't got enough to exceed the preliminary rounds, cause I'm winning every straight to your face with the diss. No subliminary messages. When I start flowing, I suggest you just exit with ease, nigga, please, I'm the best at this. And in the rapper on earth that can drop me. Watch a brother's head burst when he tried to stop me. The rhyme was dropped and he took it for what it was worth, but it was too ready. He wasn't heavy, it's getting worse. Spit in his face, you know the shit that a killer do. Rhyme with ease and no miracle, I rust him. He's just another victim of lyrical combustion. I did with psychological warfare, I swear. Can grab the mic and get your share of what you deserve to get. You want to counter attack, but you whack. Step back, duck, swerve, and hit. My opponent, I grab the mic because I own it the way I'm going and flowing sound funky, don't it? Here's a question with only one answer for. Who's the new jack who's like Charles Manson or more than a nightmare on Freddy Krueger? Hard like stone but you're soft like Betty Boober. Some of a chump who ain't ready to move the crowds about and watch the captain steady maneuver out of a tight spot, cool when the mic's hot. Notify your next to kin, but I might not. Leave a remainder when I start to subtract and divide and split and raps in half. He's a part of a fraction. And you can sum it up like a calculator. Cause when I start to flow, no mouth is greater. I'm invincible after convincing you I'm a shit on your man. Alright, I'll just leave it there. On the principle.
Okay.
Alright.
I stand corrected.
Alright, had to get that one through there, guys.
I stand corrected.
1989. That was when I was going up against, in my mind, Kane and Rakim, and I had to make rhymes comparable that Lord Finesse and Percy P in them. So that was my street shit.
Alright.
Alright. Appreciate that support.
And with that being said, guys, and on that note, peace.
Peace.